This type of problem is probably one of the most complex percentage problems you may encounter on your math ACT. It talks about a number not only being increased, but then that result also then being decreased and asking us sort of for a percent change. I would recommend letting x be your original value. And you'll see why this is once we come to our final answer. All right, if x is our original number, we have to do something first to x, and that is increase it by 20%. Now, I know the vast majority of you understand that 20% represented as a decimal is 0.20. However, we're increasing x by 20%. So not only are we taking 20% of x, we're adding it onto the original 100% of x. And therefore, increasing our x by 20% really means take 120% of x, or 1.20x. The next thing that we have to do is take this resulting number, 1.20x, and decrease it by 10%. That means we're going to take away 10% of that number, 1.20x. So let's recap here. We have some original number that we let be x. Then we took 120% of it. Then we took away 10% of it because it was first increased by 20%, then decreased by 10%. So once we do the math here, we do 0.10 times 1.20 and get 0.12x. And again, that was being taken away from that 1.20x. Since these are like terms, we can simply subtract them. And our result is 1.08x, which means that our final result was 108% of our original number x. Now, there are definitely more than one ways to do this problem. You could let your original number be 100, let's say, for sake of ease, and then increase it by 20%, it becomes 120, and then take away 10% of that. If you do something like that, you definitely will get an answer, 108, and just realize that 108 over 100 would be 108%. If any of you found a simpler way to do this problem, please share it with the class. Good luck.